Okay, coming towards the end of these videos now. We've almost finished. Let's see where we got up to. So, yeah, in the last video we did the window charts. I'm not going to bother doing this one because it's pretty much the same as that. It's just reading from a different source. Data input's done, and then it's just the gas and electricity. Now these are quite simple in the fact that we only have two types of charts. So that's what we're going to look at now. I'll start with the easier one. Quickly just give myself some room here. There we go. I already did that. So I got myself a title bar there. Actually, it doesn't matter. Been a bit of a perfectionist again. Okay, so down to there. Let's say there. So the first type was this one. This was the timeline one. This is the more complex chart, and this was just a comparison. It's very, very simple, and we use a VLOOKUP function or another lookup function in order to achieve this. I've actually reduced this the original document now to the current dates that I'm at, so I don't really have much range on here to show you. So let's go back to the one we're making and let's start. So what we need is a kind of like a criteria selection bar. So I'm going to put that up here. Just going to merge and center. Add a little border there. So we'll say that's one. That's going to be the and that's going to be the second. So I'm going to type and into there. Center that one off, and then put that there. It's not quite central. I'm not too worried about it now. Just you'll have to sort that out in your own time. Just go through it so it all kind of it's all central. So in here, we're going to give it the validation date range. So we go to data and then data validation on the ribbon. If you're in 2003, you can go to data and then in the little drop down list it gives you the data validations. But for 7 and 10 users, let's go to data validation, choose list, and the source is going to equal, and then click on F3 and choose date range, which we've done previously. Same with this one. In fact, I could have done that by control clicking and doing it both at the same time, but I'm a noob, so there we go. Date range. Okay. So now we're able to select from the list of dates which exist in the data input, and whatever's here will always be in the validation list because it's awesome that way. Ooh, and I need to format this to be format cells, custom, month, year. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to call this criteria selection for now. Criteria selection. Why not? And what we're going to do is use VLOOKUP, as I've already said, or a lookup function. I'm going to use VLOOKUPs, it's very, very easy to use. So what we're going to look up, we're going to look up this date right here. Where we're going to look it up, we are going to look it up in this table. And this is for the gas spend, so technically I only need up to here, but we'll just go up to there. So the VLOOKUP function is the lookup value, what we're looking up, the date, which was in the previous sheet. Where we're looking it up, we're looking at in table 1 from here to here, and then it's saying which column do you want to return. So once it goes down and it finds June or July, whichever it was, it says which column do you want to return. So this counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to return the 6th column, comma. We can use true and false, or you can just hit 0, which is the same as saying false, and then close the brackets off, and that will return you what you need. That's just going to equal that, because we're trying to make ourselves like a bit of a table here, equals that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, Control C, paste it into there, and then we're going to move that from there to there. That makes our life a bit easier. I'm going to format these, and that's cells to be currency. I'm in England, so I'm going to use the English currency. And that's our table. So now we Alt F1, default table, and that gives us a bar chart, and that's pretty much what we need to use. Now, as you can see, it's actually given us a date in between, because there's 2 months difference between these. There's a bit of a way around as well. So if I said January to November or December, for example, it gives you absolute tons, and it's not really a comparison one on the other. So what we need to do is right click on the axis, format axis, and change that to a text axis, and then it will not recognise them as dates but as text. Cool, so that's done. We can stick the chart over the formulas there, so they're hidden, and it just looks like a chart which works from these. As you can see, that's comparing them. Now all the prices are the same, they're all 50. Why are we showing as dollars? Let's change that currency. There we go. Just going to quickly neaten this chart off, just add some labels in there. Oh my god. There we go. Delete the key, we don't need that. And we shall give this a solid grey fill, I think. Same with that one, solid. We already did it, grey fill. And then give it a solid black line. Yeah, there we go. So that's what the other one looks like a bit. Cool. So that's that chart done. Very, very simple. Did I give it a title? I probably did. Yeah, I did. I'm not going to mess about again with all the special effects and stuff like that. I'll make it look neat and tidy, but that's about it. Now the next thing we need to do is go through this chart, and I'm probably going to do a separate video because the formula is quite a long one, it's quite a complicated one, so I'll probably start from the beginning on that one. So yeah, I'll see you next video.